It's Valentine's Day weekend. I hope all of you got your loved ones close. Here's my box of chocolates to all of you. We got Smackdown live from Washington, D.C. Come on, let's talk it through. You know how we do. It's T Talking Wrestling. Yo! To all my wrestling lovers out there, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Open the show with none other than American Nightmare Cody Rhodes, because we know main event Jey Uso is taking on Gunther at WrestleMania. He's the focus now. Who is his opponent gonna be? We gotta go through the Elimination Chamber first. We got Logan Paul, who is a rising star. Even though people think he's just about social media, he can get it done in the ring. Then we got CM Punk that never had his WrestleMania moment, and he's really thirsty to show people he can get it done on the biggest stage. Then we got Drew McIntyre, who's been a problem, but Cody conveniently skipped over him, very briefly acknowledging him. And last but not least, Cody spoke about the GOAT to some people, John Cena, which would be a dream match to most of the fans out there. We gotta wait and see, and there's still spots to fill. As Cody Rhodes is explaining all his possible opponents, guess whose music hit? None other than the Scottish Warrior, Drew McIntyre. He couldn't take being overlooked by Cody. A brief little moment in the speech. He had to come out and let Cody know, I'm a real threat. Even though you didn't mention me, you know my accolades. I've been a champion. I've won the Royal Rumble. I've won the Money in the Bank. I've done plenty of stuff, including defeating you since you've been back in WWE. You better take me seriously. And as he's doing that, guess whose music hit? None other than the Samoan werewolf, Jacob Fatu, and Tama Tonga come out. Why? Because Jacob Fatu has already let the American Nightmare know he's going to be the one to take the title off him, but not until he qualifies for the Elimination Chamber later on tonight. He had to let him know it's coming. Once I do that, I'm going to the chamber, I'm going to win that, and I'm going to see you at Mania. As things are heating up between Cody Rhodes, Jacob Fatu, and Drew McIntyre in the ring, the camera pans to the parking lot. A black van pulls up, and everybody waits with bated breath to see who's going to come out the van. Who is it? Who is it? I don't know, but guess what? We see none other than Solo Sikoa get out the van. Now, we haven't seen him since his tragic loss and meltdown to none other than the one, Roman Reigns. So we don't know where his mind is. Where has he been? What has he been doing? So everybody in the ring, including Cody Rhodes, reacts to the situation, ready to fight, ready to go. But guess what? Jacob Fatu stops Cody and says, no, if anybody's going to talk to him or see him first, I'm going to do it. And it was a big conversation that they had. He looks at Solo and lets Solo know, I've been trying to get in contact with you. Where you been? You've been MIA. What's going on? I believe in you. And he let Jacob know, when I lost to Roman, it broke me. I needed time to recuperate. I needed time to gather myself. I let my family down. I let my friends down. And I let all of you down. And I needed time to build myself back up. I'm back now. I'm ready to take over the WWE. And it starts with you winning your match tonight. So let's go. Let's get it done. And I love you, Jacob. And that's really big because Jacob has always been right by Solo's side, even letting him know he loves him. So we got to see where that dynamic goes and what happens with that relationship. We see a women's elimination chamber qualifying match between none other than Naomi and the women's United States champion Chelsea Green. Now this match was better than I anticipated. Both women really want to get to the chamber because that's where opportunity is. I mean, back and forth. Chelsea held her own. Even Piper Niven really didn't get that involved. She had one moment where she got a little involved, but for the most part, Chelsea held her own. I was proud of her and surprised. Naomi always gives her athleticism, always give her freakish flexibility. As always, it was a great match. I really didn't know which one of these ladies was gonna win, but we got the victory for none other than Naomi. So she will be in the chamber along with Bayley, her tag team partner, Bianca Belair, Alexa Bliss, and Liv Morgan. It's gonna be a stacked situation, and there's still one slot to fill. Y'all see I turned the hat backwards. We gotta talk about the mystery of Jade Cargill. We got new developments. General Manager Nick Aldis called the women's tag team champions Bianca and Naomi into his office because he has new evidence as footage of what potentially could have happened the night Jade Cargill got injured. He doesn't know who gave the footage, he doesn't know where it came from or anything. He just played the footage in his office. Naomi and Bianca were just beside themselves because what they saw shocked them. Basically, the footage shows allegedly that Liv Morgan and her partner Raquel were around the scene where Jade might have been found. Now, this is convenient. The footage surfaces after all this time. I think it's a little bit too convenient, and it's never the first person that you think did it actually did it. I'm not blaming Liv. I'm not blaming Raquel. My eyes are still on either Naomi or Bianca as the perpetrator, even though they were excited to go after Liv and Raquel as the perpetrator. I think it still was one of them. The mystery still is underway, and we're gonna get to the bottom of it. Tag team action, and Smackdown is loaded with it. Here we saw the Motor City Machine Guns taking on Los Garzas. Now we seen a mix of all SmackDown's tag teams for the last couple weeks, but with the Street Profits' new attitude and ready to claim the titles from DIY and Pretty Deadly getting their respect also from DIY, it was great to see the Motor City Machine Guns rise above Los Garzas with a skull and crossbones for the 1, 2, 3. So you know they're in line up next. Sami Zayn let us know that he's in tremendous neck pain and has neck damage from the attack of his best friend, so-called Kevin Owens. But he's determined to get back in the ring, and when he gets back, whenever that may be, he wants to get his hands on Kevin Owens, and that's gonna be a sight to see. I can't wait. Kevin Owens, y'all know his history on this channel is not good, but of course, he has a response for Sami in his car, of all places. He lets Sami know, okay, you think you're in pain now? You don't know pain. You betrayed me as my best friend. You let me down. And you want me? You want to fight me? No problem. As a matter of fact, we could do that. Meet me at the Elimination Chamber in Canada, and we could get it on. And if that's what you want it, you ask for it, I'm going to give you everything you want. You better be prepared. LA Knight versus The Miz. These two are really journeymen. They have the potential to be great together. This is the first time I've seen these two go one-on-one. But I gotta say something to LA Knight. LA Knight, you was throwing shots at The Miz, acting like he hasn't been in the industry, doing stuff that you only wish that you could do. I know you've been in the industry too, but The Miz is a proven commodity. Yes, he may not have done anything major in the last several years, but The Miz is the truth. Put some respect on his name. And this was for a #1 contendership for the men's U.S. title against Shinsuke Nakamura. Miz gave you everything you was looking for. Yes, you got the victory, but that's because you're the latest flavor out. But The Miz is the truth, and he could have just as well beat you for the 1, 2, 3. So we're gonna see LA Knight versus Shinsuke Nakamura yet again. Mellow Haze, let me talk to you. I've been talking to you a lot over these last couple videos, but that's because you think you're him, and you're very well possibly on your way to being him. But you gotta get your mind right. You stirring up trouble with everybody, and that's not the way to prove that you're him. The way to do it is just going out there and doing what you do, but not because you're getting people upset, but because you're putting on classic matches that you're very capable of doing. You stir up trouble yet again with a great guy, R-Truth. R-Truth is just the life of the party. He keeps everybody laughing. He just has nothing but jokes and everything. Nia Jax finally gets her rematch against her protege, Tiffy Time. You know, she's been wanting to get her hands on Tiffy Time ever since the beginning of 2025 when Tiffy cashed in to become the women's champion. Wow, so here's the rematch. And Nia Jax came out dominant. I mean, she was throwing Tiffy Time all over. Splashes, leg drops, everything. She was giving Tiffy Time a run for her money, so much so that I thought she might actually regain the championship. But then Tiffy Time, in her regular Tiffy Time way, with her moonsaults, with her maneuvers, let Nia know there's nothing stopping me. I don't care what your problem is with me. I'm at the top of this division, and that's where I'm going to stay despite Rhea Ripley or anybody else. Just as Tiffy Time was about to end the match, none other than Candice LeRae, who is always by Nia's side, gets involved in the match, causing a disqualification because she didn't want Nia to get pinned and embarrassed. So of course, she had to do everything she could do to let Queen Nia still look okay and not be embarrassed with the 1, 2, 3. But it didn't stop there. Candice LeRae goes for a steel chair because now they want to jump Tiffy Time and possibly give her an injury. But who comes out to help Tiffy Time? None other than Hall of Famer Trish Stratus comes out to make sure that things don't go crazy and protects Tiffy Time. But in the midst of all this scrambling going on, Trish Stratus actually gets hit by Nia Jax. Okay, now as things are breaking down and everything is going crazy between all these women, now guess whose music hits? You guessed it, the Queen, the 2025 Royal Rumble winner, Charlotte Flair. She comes into the ring, sits down with a microphone in her hand, and says, Tiffy Time, I choose you to go up against at WrestleMania and the crowd goes wild as Tiffy tries to regain her balance. Charlotte is standing over her and looking dominant as if she's ready to get that title off Tiffy time. Wow, what's gonna happen? Who's ready for the main event? I am. Here we go. We got a triple threat match to see who's gonna qualify for the Elimination Chamber. We got Damian Priest, we got Jacob Fatu, and we got Braun Strowman, and we got a banger. Now, we know in triple threat rules, anything goes because disqualification is not something we need to worry about. Here we saw a lot of action. Everybody got history here. Jacob Fatu wants to get the title off Cody Rhodes. We got Damian Priest who wants to rise back up. And we got Braun Strowman who wants to show just how dominant he is. Now, all three of these men really want to get to the chamber because that's the key to get into WrestleMania. As long as you can get to the chamber and be victorious there, you can get your WrestleMania moment. I like all three of these men, but the match is not really what I want to talk about. There were so many distractions. Solo Sikoa came out, which triggered Cody Rhodes to come out. It was a scramble. It was crazy. Fighting on top of fighting. There was a missed opportunity when Jacob Fatu saw Tama Tonga get hit by Solo accidentally. And that triggered a beef. With all the beef going on between the Bloodline and Cody Rhodes, guess what? The benefactor, which was the winner, was Damian Priest, and he's going to the chamber. But this is not over between Jacob Fatu, Cody Rhodes, and Solo Sikoa. There's more to come with that, I'm sure. I want to thank all of you for tuning in to another episode of Tea Talking Wrestling. It was wonderful sharing the love of wrestling with all of you. And I want y'all to remember, Valentine's Day is not just one day a year. Let's spread the love each and every day with everyone all the time. Until next time, I love you guys. Enjoy the holiday. It's Tea Talking Wrestling. Yo!